National Electrical Code (NEC) does not mandate a separate motor control panel for a 5 HP submersible pump. However, a motor control panel is recommended for motors exceeding 1 HP. It is not advisable to directly plug the pump into the generator's circuit breaker panel. A plug-in connection can create hazardous scenarios due to the potential for loose connections or accidental disconnections. A hardwired connection is strongly encouraged for enhanced safety and reliability. A disconnect means is required for the pump motor in addition to the circuit breaker. This disconnect can be a simple switch or a lockable circuit breaker, providing a means to safely energize the pump for maintenance or emergency situations. The NEC mandates that all electrical wiring from a generator to a submersible pump be installed in conduit, irrespective of its location. The conduit must be approved for use in wet locations and engineered to protect the wiring from damage caused by environmental factors, vehicle traffic, and other potential hazards. Summarizing these recommendations: firstly, hardwire the pump motor to the generator's circuit breaker panel. Secondly, install a disconnect means near the pump motor for safety and maintenance purposes. Thirdly, run all wiring from the generator to the pump in conduit approved for wet locations, ensuring compliance with NEC standards and protection from environmental hazards. It is essential to adhere to these guidelines to maintain electrical safety and code compliance when connecting a submersible pump to a diesel generator. Neglecting these requirements can lead to dangerous conditions, equipment damage, and potential code violations. The National Electrical Code serves as the cornerstone for electrical installations, prioritizing safety, functionality, and standardization. Understanding its guidelines is paramount for anyone involved in electrical work. When dealing with a diesel generator powering a submersible pump, several key aspects of the NEC come into play. One critical element is the proper wiring method. The NEC mandates specific requirements for wiring in wet locations and areas subject to physical damage. This is where conduit becomes indispensable. Conduit provides a robust protective pathway for electrical conductors, shielding them from moisture, abrasion, and impact. The choice of conduit type is crucial. For wet locations, rigid metal conduit or liquid-type flexible metal conduit are often preferred due to their resistance to corrosion and water ingress. Furthermore, the conduit must be properly installed with appropriate fittings and supports to ensure its integrity. Another vital consideration is overcurrent protection. Circuit breakers or fuses are designed to interrupt the flow of electricity in the event of a fault or overload. These devices protect the wiring and equipment from damage caused by excessive current. The NEC specifies the appropriate size and type of overcurrent protection for different circuits based on the ampacity of the conductors and the rating of the equipment. In the case of a submersible pump, it is crucial to select an overcurrent device that can handle the motor's starting current, which is typically several times higher than its running current. Furthermore, the NEC requires a disconnecting means for motors. This disconnecting means allows for the safe isolation of the motor from the power supply for maintenance or repair purposes. The disconnecting means must be readily accessible and clearly labeled. It can be a switch, a circuit breaker, or a fuse disconnect. Additionally, the NEC addresses grounding and bonding requirements. Grounding provides a path for fault current to flow back to the source, allowing the overcurrent device to trip and energize the circuit. Bonding ensures that all metal parts of the electrical system are of the same potential, reducing the risk of electric shock. Proper grounding and bonding are essential for electrical safety. In summary, the NEC provides comprehensive guidelines for the safe and effective installation of electrical systems. When connecting a submersible pump to a diesel generator, it is crucial to adhere to these guidelines to protect people, property, and equipment. Neglecting these requirements can lead to dangerous conditions and costly consequences. Firstly, ensure that all wiring is installed in conduit approved for wet locations. Secondly, provide appropriate overcurrent protection for the circuit. Thirdly, install a disconnecting means for the motor. Fourthly, properly ground and bond the electrical system. By following these guidelines, you can ensure a safe and compliant electrical installation. The NEC is not merely a set of rules, but a framework for creating a safe and reliable electrical environment. The NEC is a comprehensive set of standards designed to ensure electrical safety in buildings and structures. It covers a wide range of topics, including wiring methods, overcurrent protection, grounding, and equipment installation. Understanding the NEC is essential for anyone involved in electrical work, from electricians to engineers to homeowners. One of the fundamental principles of the NEC is to protect people and property from electrical hazards. This is achieved through a combination of prescriptive requirements and performance-based standards. Prescriptive requirements specify exactly how something must be done, while performance-based standards allow for flexibility as long as the desired level of safety is achieved. The NEC is updated every 3 years to reflect changes in technology and best practices. This ensures that the code remains relevant and effective in addressing emerging electrical hazards. The NEC is organized into chapters, articles, and sections. Each chapter covers a specific area of electrical installations, such as wiring methods, equipment, or special occupancies. Articles provide more detailed requirements for specific topics within a chapter. Sections provide specific rules or guidelines for implementing the requirements. One of the key areas covered by the NEC is wiring methods. The NEC specifies the types of wiring methods that are permitted for different applications, as well as the requirements for installing and supporting the wiring. Common wiring methods include conduit, cable, and wireways. Each wiring method has its own advantages and disadvantages, and the NEC provides guidance on selecting the appropriate wiring method for a particular situation. Another important aspect of the NEC is overcurrent protection. Overcurrent protection devices, such as circuit breakers and fuses, are designed to protect electrical circuits from damage caused by excessive current. The NEC specifies the size and type of overcurrent protection required for different circuits based on the ampacity of the conductors and the rating of the equipment. Grounding is another critical area covered by the NEC. Grounding provides a path for fault current to flow back to the source, allowing the overcurrent device to trip and energize the circuit. The NEC specifies the requirements for grounding electrodes, grounding conductors, and bonding of metal parts. Equipment installation is also addressed in the NEC. The NEC provides requirements for installing various types of electrical equipment, such as luminaires, appliances, and motors. These requirements are designed to ensure that the equipment is installed safely and correctly. In addition to these general requirements, the NEC also includes specific requirements for special occupancies, such as hospitals, theaters, and hazardous locations. These requirements are tailored to the unique electrical hazards present in these occupancies. The NEC is a complex and comprehensive document, but it is essential for ensuring electrical safety. By understanding and following the requirements of the NEC, you can help to protect people and property from electrical hazards. The NEC is a living document that is constantly evolving to address new technologies and challenges. It is important to stay up to date on the latest changes to the NEC to ensure that your electrical installations are safe and compliant. The NEC is developed by the National Fire Protection Association (NFPA) through a consensus-based process. This process involves input from a wide range of stakeholders, including electrical contractors, engineers, manufacturers, and regulators. The NEC is adopted by many states and local jurisdictions, making it the primary standard for electrical safety in the United States. However, it is important to check with your local authorities to determine which edition of the NEC is in effect in your area. In addition to the NEC, there are other standards and regulations that may apply to electrical installations. These include state and local electrical codes, as well as standards from organizations such as Underwriters Laboratories, UL, and the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, IEE. It is important to be aware of all applicable requirements to ensure that your electrical installations are safe and compliant. The NEC is a valuable resource for anyone involved in electrical work. It provides clear and concise guidance on how to install and maintain electrical systems safely and effectively. By following the requirements of the NEC, you can help to prevent electrical accidents and protect people and property from harm. In addition to the technical requirements, the NEC also emphasizes the importance of education and training. Electricians and other electrical professionals should receive comprehensive training on the NEC and other relevant standards. This training should cover both the theoretical principles of electrical safety and the practical skills needed to install and maintain electrical systems. The NEC is not just a set of rules, but a comprehensive framework for electrical safety. It is a testament to the importance of standardization and collaboration in protecting people and property from electrical hazards. By embracing the principles of the NEC, we can create a safer and more reliable electrical environment for everyone. In closing, always consult the latest edition of the National Electrical Code and local amendments for specific requirements and regulations in the relevant jurisdiction. Electrical work should only be performed by qualified and licensed professionals.